Good morning, Valley. Today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot in store for you. We're learning how the city of Brownsville is working on new projects to benefit residents. We've got info on how one nonprofit is fighting for the family unit, plus an RGV-themed comic book illustrated by a local artist. Now, there's so much going on, so don't go anywhere. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us this morning. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. Well, the city of Brownsville is always looking for innovative ways to bring our local community together, and they're excited about a few upcoming projects in particular. Now, we went ahead and dropped by to speak with Brownsville City Manager for some insight at what residents can expect within the year. Take a look.
If you come into downtown Brownsville in the past, let's say 5 to 7 years, there's been over $55 million of public investment. That same public investment is now creating private investment opportunities. We're seeing the regulatory environment. It's a lot easier to do business in downtown if it's historic preservation or mixed-use living. We're promoting the right type of development that helps support our growth strategy. Brownsville is a big city. It has a lot of available developable land. However, we're being disciplined and strategic. To the north of Brownsville, we'll be having a master plan community, which is a 1,300-acre development. It'll have mixed income housing, it'll have trails, it'll have all these amenities. That'll be developed off of Highway 100 going towards South Padre Island. That should be starting later this year. If you come into downtown, we've really embraced taking advantage of all the available square footage. We have some very good buildings that are available for mixed-use development, which is combining up downtown loft style living with your restaurants and your commercial spaces in the first floor. That's something that we're promoting a lot. We are creating partnerships with the development community. We're also focusing on affordable housing. There's opportunities to foster more affordable housing in downtown where we already have services, infrastructure, amenities, access to different services that community members can take advantage of within a very walkable area. Those are some of the highlights that we have in Brownsville from a development standpoint. I would say that overall, we know there's a strong market here. Our residential market has a low inventory, and a lot of that is because of the increased demand in residential living for Brownsville. I think one of the things that I would add is, there was that recent tweet by Elon Musk about people asking people to move to Brownsville. What I would add is that I think SpaceX and the attention that it's drawing, it's really magnifying a lot of what was already in place. Certainly we're building around SpaceX and having their presence here. We want to capitalize on that. We feel we have that competitive advantage, and we're taking steps to do that. But in addition to that, we've built a brand new airport terminal. That airport terminal will take care of the growth needs of this region for the future. It's a $71 million investment for a 91,000 square foot facility. We're seeing our downtown come together. We understand that from a financial standpoint, there's a value proposition of really using the gem that we have to its fullest potential, and that's part of what our downtown is here for. I think overall, we're also doing things like broadband investment. We're investing for the future. We're also looking at our zoo. The Gladys Porter Zoo reached its 50-year anniversary last year. We're also looking to expand our children's museum. It is the only museum in the Valley for children. That's set to expand, and that was done in partnership with the museum. And then also there's a downtown farmers market that we're looking to introduce to continue to promote that healthy lifestyle. It'll have a commercial kitchen. It'll have a variety of micro business opportunities within it. And those are the types of things that Brownsville is doing in concert, because it takes a combination of, we also have DHR moving to Brownsville, Doctors Hospital Renaissance. It takes the right quality of life, healthcare, amenities, jobs, and also having a reasonable cost of living. There's something here for everybody, so whether you're a millennial or whether you're a retiree, you'll find that there's a cost of living in Brownsville that'll give you a great quality of life overall at a very reasonable price. We recently put out what's called our BTX feature. So BTX feature is a landing page for all the accomplishments the city took on for the year before. So in March, we released the BTX feature for 2020. I would encourage the public to log in, look at all the wonderful things that Brownsville is doing. There's a lot that I did not cover here. We have a Crossroads Festival that was introduced. We're doing a lot of things in response to COVID. We're preparing ourselves to hit the ground running in a post-COVID-19 environment by making technology investments. BTX Future, and also the city website. I think those are both good places to go and learn more about Brownsville. I would really encourage those that don't know and have not discovered Brownsville to follow the tweet. The tweet accentuated all the things that Brownsville already had going on, and I think in a combined fashion, I think it's creating this buzz. And once you get here, you find out that buzz is real.
Again, their team aims to provide the best value and service to citizens of Brownsville through leadership, and they're excited for these new projects. All right, well, the Choose to Change Foundation is dedicated to fighting fatherlessness, drug addiction, and family violence. Now, their team provides a relationship-based support system to anyone who wants to change their life for the better by reinforcing the power of a positive mindset. So we went ahead and dropped by their location in McAllen to learn more about their cause and how they're helping families in our RGV community. Take a look.
Good morning. My name is Orlando Salinas. I am the CEO and founder of the Choose to Change Foundation, where we are restoring families by inspiring, challenging, and equipping men to become more effective fathers, husbands, and leaders in our community. We are standing right now in our mentoring class. I have a weekly mentoring class here at the Choose to Change Foundation, and this is where I class every single Thursday at 7 p.m. I've been doing this for the last 10 years or so. And the reason I even started this organization was because I was a product of drug addiction and just a terrible life. And you can read more of my story in my book, by the way, Dead Man Walking, how I went from ex-convict and drug addict into an international speaker and business owner. But the reason I even do this is because we desperately need men and fathers in our society. And I decided that I was gonna go find men. And I started in the prison system. One of the core reasons many of these men don't change is because they've ruined their life with drug addiction and just crazy living. And they get to a point where, 30 to 40 years old, and they say, man, I've done too much, my life is over, it's over. But then they hear my story, and I walked out of prison at the age of 40. And they say, man, if that guy can do it, I can do it. And I take it from there, and I help them with their mindset. I help them understand what they need to do, exactly what they need to do to change their life, to become the fathers and the husbands and the leaders that our society needs. I'm asked all the time, how many people have I really touched? Am I really making a difference? Well, the thing is, if you can change one life, if I can restore one family, we've made a difference. And that's how working in the community works. And I've touched thousands of people all over the world. I've had the privilege of traveling all over the United States. I've been to the Philippines 3 times, to Australia twice. I've been to Brazil, to New Zealand. I've been to the UK. It's been an amazing journey for me, sharing my story and giving hope. How can you support us? You can support us with no money at all. What you can do is, yes, we do need finances, and yes, we do need support from the community, because this is the only way I can do this. But here's what you can do if you don't have any money to give to our foundation. Follow us on Facebook. Go to Facebook, the Choose to Change Foundation. Like us, follow us. You can see everything that we're doing, stories we'll be posting. YouTube, the Choose to Change Foundation YouTube channel. Like us, share it. There's stories after stories. We're always posting things to share with the community what we are doing. And of course, at the ChooseToChangeFoundation.com. ChooseToChangeFoundation.com, where you can see more of what we're doing, not only here in our community, but in the prison system, at the parole offices, and in our church. So I look forward to meeting people. You can come join my meeting every single Thursday at 7 p.m. here in McAllen, Texas. And other than that, I hope to see you soon one day.
All right, well, it's time now to take a commercial break, and then we've got to look at your local weather updates. But be sure to stay tuned because Valley por Vida will be back. And we'll be introducing you to one comic book artist whose creativity flows from the city he was born in and raised. That's Brownsville. Those details plus more coming up.